Hey everyone, my name is Jordan, also known as Scraps. Today is May 22nd, Wednesday, 5 o'clock p.m. So today I wanted to talk about golden video game sounds. Everyone has a very passionate sound for video games. Even though I don't play video games all that much anymore, I still recall all those like Nintendo sounds and 4-bit sounds and Game Boys and even the old brick Game Boy. That's what I'm used to. So I decided to make a synth inspired by just having a good time playing those video games. So I decided to make a bit crush synthesizer. So I'm gonna play an example for this and have a listen. So that's the synth we're going to be making today. It's not complex as you can see, just trying to fine tune some things and then it creates a wonderful result from that. So let's get to it. I already have a brand new Reason dock right here. Drag down my sequencer. Now I've already taken care of my mixer. So what I'm going to do is every time I like to create a combinator to hold everything together, I like to right click. Now, let's say you don't have a right-clickable mouse. You can still hold down Control and left-click in order to get this menu. So, from this menu, I'm going to create, from Utilities, a combinator. Inside this combinator, I'm going to right-click and create a new instance of Subtractor. Make sure Subtractor is initialized. You can do this by right-clicking the instrument itself and just hitting Reset Device. Okay, so right now, we're going to attack the range down here in the corner. Now, I've changed it from 7 to 12. It allows for more notes to be played within that range. So I have a full octave right here instead of 7 keys. So, anyways, I'm going to turn up my phase all the way to 63. I'm going to go to my first oscillator. Let's attack this one first. I'm going to turn up my phase all the way to 127, change it to a positive algorithm, and turn the cent up to 24, also known as 2 octaves. For our second oscillator, I'm going to turn it on, turn the phase amount to 127. We're going to take the cents down, negative 24. Now, when I play a few notes, you'll start to notice that there's a constant sound, but if your ears are trained like mine, you can hear it go from right to left, but it's a very subtle movement. So, as you can hear, there's actually 2 sounds being played. There's one being subtracted, and then there's a higher frequency above that. Now, what gives this characteristic such a powerful move is that we have 2 of the same sounds, but they're operating in different starting points. So that's why we're able to get the bit crush sound. Anyways, I'm going to go over to my filter, and we're going to push up the filter frequency to 100. We're going to change keyboard follow to track to be 127 instead of 0. We're going to go to our amp envelope, turn up decay and sustain, and put up release to maybe 18, just to give it a little bit more push. After this, we're going to go to our studio effects and create an RV7000 advanced reverb. Bring the dry wet to 20 and bring decay to 19. After this, we're going to create a line 6 bass amp. Turn on compressor. After this, we're going to go to our creative effects and choose Screen 4 distortion. We're going to turn the type to digital. We're going to turn our damage control to 40. So for the damage type, we're going to be doing digital. We're going to push up P1, and P2, we'll push that up all the way as well. Make sure our body is off. After this, I'm going to go to my studio effects, create an M-class equalizer, go to low cut, parameter 1, parameter 2, and high shelf. Make sure those are turned on. For parameter 1, I have to be very specific about these sounds. One, because it took me a while to find the frequencies that were phase canceling. So for the first parameter, we're going to take this to 157. It's okay if you can't get it exact, just hold shift and it should be able to go like that. We're going to turn up our gain all the way to -13, turn down it. Parameter, our parametric EQ, we're going to be pushing that up to 32. For our second parameter, we want this to be 3465 kilohertz. So let's find 3465. I'm holding down shift to get the finer tune amount. There we go. Gain down, Q all the way up. High shelf, take that down to 3 kilohertz or as low as it will possibly go. Boost the gain about 3.4 and turn up the Q to 2. After this, we're going to go to Studio Effects and create an M-class maximizer. Take off limiter, put release to slow, and turn on soft clip, and for the amount, turn it to 127. Actually, let's take this to about 103. The reason why I'm pushing it to 103 instead of 127 is because the soft clip amount, once it's at 100, I won't go, it'll stop the flow at 100. If it goes higher than 100, that's when it'll start to curve off some of the louder dynamics in the sound. So we still want to keep those dynamics, so I'm turning it to 103. After this, I'm going to go to my studio effects and create a line 6 bass amp. And there you guys have it. You have your own personal gaming sounding device. So let's see if we're right. And let's hear mine. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do one thing. For the oscillator 2, instead of turning this to a, what is this, an optional output, and a neutral output, I'm going to turn it on towards the middle. That should solve our problem. Let me see if Bit Crush is also on. No, it's not. Ah, so it's the same sound. So there you guys have it. You have created your own video game Bit Crush synth. I'm also going to show you now how to program it. So for the programming, what we're going to be doing is doing a lot of key mapping. I'm going to choose screen 4, and for rotary 1 up here, I'm going to turn the rotary 1 to be our damage parameter 2. And we're going to call this bit amount. Or in this case, let's turn it to byte. And for our button 1, we're going to turn on Bit Crush, or Byte Crush, for the on button. Go to button 1 on our screen 1, or screen 4 in this case. And I'm going to go to my, let's see, damage control on or off. There we go. Now if we turn this on, oh, I also forgot to turn it on, I'm sorry. Now we should have a bit crush. So thanks for joining me, guys, and I'll catch you guys for the next tutorial that's going to be coming out later today. I'm sorry about yesterday. There was a lot of mix-ups, and I tried recording, but you know, some people have some of those days where you can't think or do anything right. But that's not true. Even just by putting your glass in the dishwasher, you've done something. Anyways, I'll check you guys out here in about an hour or two. Peace.